the pants. Come on, red platform. There we go. There we go. Sometimes you just have to kick it a few times, and then it goes. Okay. Are we totally, completely, 100% back? I think so. I think so. Unfortunately, the side effect is I lost. Well, okay, some of them came back, well, that's good. I lost a bunch of viewers on the purple platform from the incident. Okay, let me see if I can reply to this.
Okay.
Let's see. On Twitch, Connect, Football, D-Live, Instagram. Sing something.
Cuz says you've got some good sleeping music
do
in
I?
here.
Do I? Okay. Yeah, it's the typical
Sammy's
royalty
here, but
free.
he hasn't showed up. Yeah, he forgot that they were upstairs again.
How are y'all?
Great.
Yeah, as great as he can be, right?
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
I think we're doing okay. Progressive just had a little small technical issue, but we're getting back on it.
I had to reboot my computer.
What happened to script?
Oh, shit.
Cass says I hear someone else.
Oh yeah,
there.
Sammy.
Plague Doctor says, okay, I'm off.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Oh man, let me tell you. Oof.
Sean Turner says hello.
Sean.
Cass says that Plague Doctor to bed.
What? To bed. Oh, well, I don't know if he's going to bed or not, but maybe he's just going to join the chat. I don't know.
Huh.
Okay. All right. So, I don't know if Core is in the chat. Core appears. They'll have to.
Plague Doctor says nope. Got off Fallout 76.
If Core comes back in the chat, I'll let them know that they'll have to request to join the group again because the request disappeared.
Cass says at Plague Doctor, okay, have fun.
Welcome, Caden, to the Geek Mafia.
1 second.
Hey, welcome in. Welcome in.
Thanks for the screen tapping, Caden.
Hi, Caden. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh my! I got to turn my. Oh, I know what happened. I didn't turn the save on for my Christmas hat, so it didn't. Just that back on. There we go. Back. Okay.
You're doing well.
Am I doing well?
Yeah, you're doing.
Okay. Oh, right. Ooh, over here. There we go. Okay. All right. Boy, was it a rough start. Gee, that was crazy. Like, well, see, TikTok shows that I was on for like 52 minutes, but I wasn't really, because I kind of had to like take a involuntary hiatus. Double check. Yeah, mic is working. Okay, cool. And like I said before, I was kind of kicked off. I had to rejoin. I don't have the Pi Shock running tonight. I got to do some more updates to it, and I just didn't have time to do that today. So I don't have that enabled right now. So no shocks for me tonight.
Cass says Jimmy.
That's no fun.
I know.
Fun.
I think I'll have it back working tomorrow. I just had to get the timing right because I had I forgot, I had the text to speech playing thing. It's time for a shock, but the thing the shock happened before it said that, right?
Cass says light skin tone victory or peace sign.
And the issue is that the text to speech is always delayed because it runs through an AI processor.
Inga Juliana says, "Woa to hello."
Hello. So, one thing
Cass says it's time to get some sleep.
You're going to bed, Cass. Okay. Well, good night, Cass. If you watch really closely to my live stream, you'll notice that when my mouth moves, you hear me talk, but other people, you might see their mouth move, and then you'll hear them later, and that's because of the AI delay. So it's an unfortunate thing, but it's to protect the stream. So it's just it's not that big of a nuisance, I don't think, but if I need it, in certain controlled environments, I could probably turn the filter off, get rid of the delay. Yeah, I probably could turn it off from your chat. If we don't get that delay, I could probably do that.
Totally Swish says white smiling face hash heavy black heart hash.
But yeah, it's definitely turned on for text to speech in the chat, so there'll always be a delay. So you'll type a comment, and it might be several seconds before you actually hear it in text to speech. And that's because it's being crunched through some AI to kind of try to help filter it. Though I might change to a different voice model. I might use a little bit larger model. The one I'm using seems to miss things once in a while. The only problem is when you go to a larger model, then it's going to be a little bit more taxing on the graphics card because it uses the tensor cores over there. And I'm not quite sure what my tensor core usage is, and I'll have to try to figure out how I can monitor that. Other than that technology mumble jumble babble stuff that was just coming out of my mouth, how is everyone doing?
Like I had a dream that there's this dude talking about some sort of tensor core in a chip and some sort of AI.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I geek out a little bit too much, but you know I am the geek, so you just have to cut me some slack.
I knew. Yeah. I understood parts of it.
Yeah. Well, at least so far, I'm not having any blackouts with my headset, so that's a good sign.
Hey, Steam VR would be really unlucky to break right now.
Yep.
Yeah. It sounds to me that Steam VR's been having a lot of issues lately.
Yeah.
Steam VR doesn't run on my computer.
There's been some.
Because I've been seeing other streamers complaining about like the glitches that's been happening with them, and I think it's mainly affecting the Steam VR or just the VR.
Mariker says hi. How are you guys?
Good.
I know I have an i7, and I know
doing good.
My computer can run it.
Chat.
Yeah, because I'm on desktop and I haven't received anything, which is good news.
Oh, there you are. You're on the red platform. Hi, Marker. Yeah, we're doing good tonight.
You know, I like the fact how when you wear that hat progressive, like your hair completely disappears.
That's on purpose. So I have it's called the Hawk, the Hawk on the avatar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I turn off the Hawk when I put on the hat because they don't look that good together. So you just have to imagine I stuffed all the Hawk up in the hat. So you just have to use your imagination.
I was just gonna say that progressive is just temporarily bald.
Well, I learned something though. I learned something digging through this whole avatar stuff, and it also explains why when I do like the MMD dances, and you sometimes in your viewport you see your avatar dancing kind of get out in front of you, and you notice that it doesn't have a head. You know, it's just a body, and that's a thing. It's called the head chop, and what it is from your view when you're in your avatar, there's actually no head. There's no head. But if you look in the mirror, you'll see your head. Other people looking at you will see your head. But from your perspective, your avatar has no head. And the reason why they do that is because you put your viewport, you know, like where you see from on your avatar from your head, and what it does is it scales your head down to 0, and so it just gets it out, so that way you're not seeing the inside of your head or anything's interfering when you're looking around and playing with your chat. But it doesn't do the head chop for other people, so other people see your head. It's not shrunk to nothing. Only for you is your avatar, the head's like totally shrunk to nothing. And I thought that was so interesting, and it explains why when I had that hat on for the when I had the high-res thing, you know, with the props of the hat and everything, the hat was blocking my vision, and the reason was that particular hat was not included with the head chop, so it was not being shrunk to 0 with the rest of the head. So I might know how to fix that now, because it just wasn't being included as part of the head, right? And so that's why I was having trouble seeing when that particular hat appeared. Like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. That's how that works. Let's see, I know this hat is right on the head bone, so it'll get chopped with the head. Don't have any interference from this hat. Yeah. And I still had to put the more you know thing on over my head. The more you know. I go off on these little tangent things. I can display that.
So unfortunately, I could have put no Christmas hat on.
What's that?
I said I go on.
Oh yeah.
Doing, oh my gosh. I'll have a Christmas. I'll get a Christmas hat too.
It was I think it was free. I think I found it on Gumroad for like free, or it was like super cheap, like $2 or something, or $1 or something. Yeah.
I know. I've got a very popular model, so I know there's stuff for mine.
It was a little different though, because there's an FBX file for this hat, and they also give you the textures as just like images just stuck up there. And I thought you had to download the images, but actually the textures are embedded in the FBX, so you don't have to download those and stick them in the project. But you can like extract the textures out of the FBX once you get into Unity. So I did do that, so I could like make it easier to manipulate them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have.
It
doesn't have any fizz bones on it, but you can add some if you want. I just didn't do it. I just wanted to be able to turn on the hat. I don't really care if it jiggled or dangled or anything.
I tried to scale my model down, and it
oh really?
broke.
Oh.
Yeah, I had it at medium, and then Unity broke.
Well, I've had Unity crash a couple times on me today, so something's still not right with the VRChat SDK upgrade. I think they still have a bug in there somewhere. Because if I had Unity crash on me twice
on my
day.
If I look at my avatar, everything's good other than the bones is orange. A material slot skinned message and not triangles. That's the only thing wrong that doesn't put this at a higher rating.
The other thing I had to do is I had to go through every freaking texture on this thing and all the props and everything, and make sure the bitmap streaming thing was turned on, because if any of them was turned off, it would not let me upload the freaking avatar. So I had to go through every texture and fix them.
Does it not automatically fix that though?
They were showing like, sometimes there's an auto fix button, but I didn't get the auto fix button, so I had to manually go through every freaking texture, including the normals and everything, and turn on bitmap streaming. Are you kidding me? You need a tool for that, like a little script to run. You can just run through and do that. I can see where that would be useful. Oh.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do with this avatar is I'm just gonna make my pants red and my shirt green.
Okay, well that would work. Cool.
Part.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's to match up with the colors.
I guess. Okay. So what I need to do next is I need a Christmas texture, the sweater, the hoodie I have for this. That's what I need to do next. Maybe put a big Christmas tree in the middle.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Sammy's AFK. Yeah. Yeah, so the screwing with worlds is kind of on hiatus right now, since I'm like screwing with avatars, I kind of have to there's only one me, so it's like, do I work on the worlds or do I work on the avatar stuff? You know, so it's just. I've got some other world stuff to finish off. I've got the velocity world that I'm customizing from BMO. That one is interesting because I'll load in the world. Everything is fine, but there are some SDK updates. But I'll have to try it again because there's newer updates now. But if I upgraded anything on that world project, it would get stuck in an infinite loop, and it would load, reload. It was just, if you upgraded anything, it would get stuck. So, but I haven't tried it with the latest SDK update. Maybe it'll be fine. Oh. But I tell you, this is just really annoying because when that happens, you pretty much have to unpack the world again from the original and start over because trying to back versions off, it doesn't fix it. You know, so it takes time to like undo it to get back to where it's stable. It's so annoying. And then
at Furry_gang_for_life says Fluffy Bean.
Welcome in. Now the other thing I could do is I could just try shutting things off in the world, trial and error, to see if I can figure out if it's one of the assets in there that's causing the problem. You know, it's gonna take all day to do something like that. You're talking about multi-gigabyte size of asset files for the world. You know, you're just like crazy. I do have like 3 regular hard drives, HD drives, or not SSD. I got 3 HDs that I'm going to put in my system. I think they're like 14 terabytes a piece. I'm going to stripe them.
At Furry__ says, why so much space?
Why so much space? Space for what? Look at my... I'm not sure you're asking. Well, I need lots of space on my hard drives. I need lots of storage because not only do I work on VRChat worlds and avatars, which takes up gigabytes of drive space, I also do a lot of video creation, video editing, and all that kind of stuff.
At Furry_gang_for_life says adapt and retrieve
and
brother.
That takes up tons of space. So it's just like you know, I need storage.
Where's that go?
Maybe. Well, I know he went AFK, but maybe he dropped off. Yeah, dropping off.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is he had to do, but he acted like he was suddenly distracted by something and had to leave. You know, fine.
Good. Second.
Yeah, big blankets, and of course a lot of Beano's base worlds. They got lots of blankets and pillows, and they're just made to look really comfy.
At Furry_gang_for_life says how to see beans.
How to see beans? Oh, I can try to show them to you, but it's my beans are kind of dark, same color as my hands, so it won't see them that well.
At furry_gang_4_life says beans are beans, you cutie.
Oh man. Well, so far I have not had any glitches. I have not had my headset go black anymore. Good sign. Well, it was a rough start though. Yeah, I started the stream a little late because I had to do a little dash to the grocery store. I had to pick up a few things. More.
You were going to the grocery store this week.
Yeah, I had to go out and get the milk.
Not the milk. He had to go out and get the juice.
And I got the milk and I came back. Oh.
Would you rather have milk at this hour or maybe juice?
I also
like a
bought
drink of juice.
I bought also.
At furry_gang_4_life says, Ed, don't worry, it's 3:16 a.m. for me.
Yeah, so you're in the Eastern time zone. Yep, I'm in the Western time zone or Pacific time zone. Okay. I'm kind of in the Seattle area.
I'm Eastern. I'm Eastern time too, but might be hopping off of bed soon myself.
Yeah, we got late in a hurry. I spent so much time recovering from that crash. It's like, oh, that's not good. That's not good. Boy, snack.
Even though the stream did stay on TikTok, you had to restart.
Sadly, I haven't slept yet. LOL.
The Twitch side,
still haven't slept. Yeah, we all need sleep. I was up kind of late last night. Wow. Yeah, so sometimes I get off stream and then you know, and this is fine. Some people
Thanks for the screen
they need somebody. Someone needs somebody to talk to, right? They have all this stuff pent up that happened to them, and they just need to do like a memory dump on somebody, right?
At Furry says I give the boops asterisk.
And that happened to me last night. You know, got off a stream and someone needed to talk. He said, "Oh, stream overs? Okay, good." And and it was like, oh my
Thanks
God.
for the screen
like
tapping,
another,
Hi Bannon.
It was like another freaking hour and a half of a conversation. But that's okay. That's okay. I survived. Sleeping in the morning and just getting up in time for my first meeting of the day. Yeah. What can you do? What can you do?
Who had a long conversation with you?
It was hopefully they're not on the stream. It was, yeah, it was. Yeah, she had a lot to say. But it was all good. It was all good.
I really had to go to bed because I had class today. Actually, today was my last day for my Thursday class, so pretty much next Thursday I don't have to go to bed earlier. I can just stay up a little later. I could probably stay up maybe till like maybe 4 next Thursday and like next Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and then I could go to bed after that.
You can tell me privately if you like how you did in your classes.
Yeah, I did saw somebody earlier on VR chat, but I could say their name on the stream if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So earlier when I was on VR chat, I saw a few people. I saw Kieran, one of the instances I was in, and I was like, I haven't seen him in a while.
Seen him, yeah. he's joined me a couple times, but sometimes just really short because he.
Kate Victory Hand says hi.
Because the cure has no filter. He has no filter when you talk. So.
At furry_gang_4_life
I was surprised because the kid wasn't even like he wasn't like too energetic like the other times I met him. He was just like he was very chill this time. I was like, that's really surprising.
Okay.
Yeah.
Furry. Yeah, if you're gonna head off, have a good night.
I mean, to be fair, he wasn't really gonna be too. To be fair, like the instance that I was with here, like there was a lot of people, so like that kind of explains why he wasn't really like too, like hyperactive this time, basically. And it was so crowded that I kind of was lagging a bit because of how much people there were in that instance. But yeah, I even saw a few people. I think I saw a few streamers in the instance, and I was like, wow, this is pretty much a Christmas party. Like it felt like a Christmas party, but with streamers in there. Like it literally felt like a Christmas party in there. Christmas isn't 12 days from now, so
yeah. I didn't open up the today's for my Dungeons and Dragons Advent calendar. I didn't open up today's dice yet. I need to do that. What dice I got today?
But it is gonna be well, it's gonna be a decent Christmas. It's not gonna be like all the other. It's not gonna be like the other years, but it's gonna be a decent one this time.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's really interesting. Christmas is really different than when my kids were younger. My kids still live with me, but my oldest is 30, my younger is in their 20s, and both work. They both buy what they want. Yeah. It's like try to figure out something. It's kind of neat. So you have to be kind of creative, right? So like this Dungeons and Dragons Advent calendar thing was very, very creative thing to get as a gift. It's not like you have to try to think of some other item that somebody might need or something. The Dungeon, I played Dungeons and Dragons, the Dungeons and Dragon Advent calendar. That was just kind of like a perfect gift there, right? So yeah, we have to think of things like that when we give each other gifts. My wife, she likes these Lego sets, the Legos that make the flowers, the poinsettias, and the Lego stuff. So she likes getting that kind of thing. Getting stuff for the kids is kind of a challenge.
Well, I think what was the best Christmas for me when I was younger would have to be, I think it was Christmas of 2009 and 2011 that were the best years for me though, because 2011 that was probably the year I got myself like a portable gaming console. So like I pretty much, it was the Nintendo DS. I was just taking it everywhere back
probably
then.
In heaven then.
Yeah. But 2009 Christmas, it was a pretty good Christmas from what I remember. It was just a little decent one.
Yeah.
Still there, Progressive?
I can't remember exact years of what happened and what Christmas or whatnot. So.
But New Year's, I mean, for New Year's, I'm not really too crazy about it, but I just, all I do is get my little sip of drink, and then I just wait until it's time for New Year's.
One thing we used to do every year for New Year's is we used to go down to Seattle, the Space Needle, and watch the Space Needle show, because they would do the fireworks and everything. But one year, when the COVID lockdown happened, they did a show, but it was all virtual, so it was all computer generated. You had to watch it online anyway. You wouldn't have seen anything if you actually went to the Space Needle, which is cool. I mean, they did a really neat show. But ever since then, I haven't. It's been really, really crowded, and it can take you a couple hours just to get out of there after the show's over. And we did both driving there and with taking a bus. It's rough. and it's just like, you can watch it on TV. You don't have to try to get down there anymore. It was sort of a tradition. We'd go spread a blanket on the ground out down to watch it, but it was getting to where you couldn't spread the blanket anymore because there's just too many people there. It wasn't enough room to kind of do that anymore.
You basically did a picnic on a cold weather, basically.
Yeah, we did. And sometimes it might have been raining a little bit.
I just hope the wind didn't blow the sandwiches away.
We almost never have that kind of wind. I never really was I wasn't really into picnics as I got older. I mean, if I ever do a picnic, the only thing I'm bringing with me is some juice, maybe a little snack, and that's it. We used to do that. Sometimes, before
bring in some chips.
Before my kids
juice,
got older and they had their own jobs, sometimes they would meet me at work and we would pick up sandwiches from some local restaurant or something and go to the park and have lunch, for my lunch break. Family, sometimes there's a few times we did that.
Yeah.
Now that they have their own work now, don't do that anymore. Sometimes, in the fall, during the fall, we'll go to Mill Creek because they'll have live music playing there in their courtyard there. What do they call it? Mill Creek Center or whatever they call that there. All the shops and everything. It's like a courtyard. Some bands would appear and it'd be free concerts. The city paid for it, but yeah, we go there, listen to music.
One thing for sure though is that sometimes, it's one thing I always learn about New Year's sometimes. New Year's always had me become a late night person. I don't know about you, Progressive, but sometimes I get the feeling that I wish I could go outside by myself between midnight and 5 o'clock in the morning, because I feel like during that hour is always, that's the only time you could ever be in the streets with barely people around, but also you feel more free, basically.
People are out at parties and stuff.
Yeah, because number one, when you're out in the city during the overnight hours, you feel more free, which means you feel like there's not so much people close to you, basically. You don't feel claustrophobic. But I think one thing that people always feel concerned of when it comes down to being in the cities is it's sometimes they might see something random happen or sketchy happen.
Manuel
during
Flores
that hour
8321 says hi.
They just don't want to be outside that hour, but I mean, personally, I
Talk
don't mind
both.
going outside that late.
Yeah.
Just to get some fresh air.
Oh, hey, man. Well, yeah. Yeah. We had like a little crashing incident earlier, but we seem to be all good now. It was crazy. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now, chilling here with Dave Fam, and we're talking about coming New Year's and some of the things we do on New Year's. Sam says he likes to go on a walk in the city.
Manuel Flores 8321 says, hey, best
overnight hours.
Friend.
But she knows the problem about me going outside overnight. Like sometimes my mom is like, she's very strict on me stepping out of the house that hour, like overnight, basically.
Well, you know, years and years ago, the biggest city I lived in was Cleveland, and I lived in Cleveland Heights, and I really liked it. I mean, we could walk to the library, we could walk to the store, we could walk to this really cool coffee shop. They played a lot of chess there. It wasn't like, you know, D&D, like many coffee shops where they play this stuff now. A lot of chess sets and all that kind of stuff. Made great coffee, and my kids were really little at that time, and it was just the older son that we had at the time. We had like this little Tykes wagon. We just put him in the wagon and pull him to the coffee shop. The little wagon. Yeah, it was a lot of fun in that city. I don't know what it's like now. I mean, it's different now because.
Wheelie Husky says, hello, best buddy,
Hey, Willie.
Progressive Geek.
Hello. What are you doing tonight? Yeah, I had a rough start on the stream because I like crashed hard. Caused my computer reboot and everything, but was able to get back up and running after the reboot. Yeah, I haven't heard from Core because I told him he could join tonight, but haven't heard from them. I don't know if it's too late for you to join, Willie, like you did last time. Sammy was here earlier, but they had to go, and then
Willie Husky says it was wonderful to meet you in Vshot. I had fun and definitely will be back again.
Yeah, it was fun having you here.
I just realized these hasn't show up in a few days now.
And Sammy was here for a bit, but they had to take care of something, and apparently they didn't make it back, so it ended up being a big deal, I guess, whatever they had to do. Oh yeah, but I did. Oh yeah, I remember I was going to tell you today. I did, while I was at the grocery store, I did buy a couple cases of liquid death water. I was just,
liquid death water.
I don't know. I was feeling really dehydrated. It's like, I'm going to get some of this mineral water because the liquid death is really good for hydration. So I got like the regular kind, and they also have like a lime flavored one. So I got a case of that too.
You know, there was something that came up in there was something that came up in my mind a few days ago that one of these days, if you're not streaming, I was thinking one of these days, if you don't go to D&D on Tuesday, I was thinking of you doing a crossover stream with Fletcher.
Oh, yeah. Well, Fletcher's very busy.
Yeah.
Fletcher did write me and say that they're going to be available next week. So next week, Fletcher might be joining me, like in the middle of the week next week.
Tuesday, yeah. Because Fletcher, I noticed recently Fletcher has been streaming on Tuesdays. Because he did stream on Sunday a few times, and now he's doing it on a Tuesday. But I think it would be nice for him to do a crossover stream with you. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah, he did the last time we did, and then I ended my stream, but he was continued streaming somewhere else, and he did have a lot of people. He was playing some game with people, streaming it.
Willie Husky says, I love your head progressive. It fits perfectly with the red fur on your avatar.
Yep.
I'm still wondering, because here's the thing. I think if Fletcher decides to stream, then if he wants to have friends over, we're probably going to have to make the instance a group plus or something that day.
Yeah, I did. I was able to add this hat today. It's like, okay. Yep.
Oh,
let me get a little closer to the camera so you can see. Yep. Got the hat on there.
As you can see, Progressive is temporarily bald.
Yeah, I had to take the hair off when I put the hat on. It's really easy to do with VRC Fury. You just put the object toggle thing and say, turn off hair, turn on hat. Easy.
I always wonder, how do you look without the hair with this avatar?
Well, one thing I noticed is I don't have a menu item for taking the hair off, so I would have to add it. I have a toggle for taking off the cheek fluff, but that's about it. And of course, there's options for changing the curl of the tail and things like that, which sometimes I change curl of the tail when I'm doing MMD dances.
I'm gonna go get a drink of water real quick.
Yeah, I don't see Pika or Rogue tonight. Not even in the chat. Been kind of a quiet night. What have you been up to, Wheelie? Still there? Down to 1 on the purple platform again, so it's starting to not do well on the average. Well, maybe I should go ahead and end it on the purple platform to try to keep my average up. I've heard that's what some streamers do. Okay. One thing is I can stop and start individual things. That's the setup I've got now. Okay, so in the interest of trying to keep my average up, looks like there's only one or maybe no viewers over there. That rare bun. I'll follow him back. Follow me.
Wheelie Husky says, just been listening to a new song by my recent favorite band, Big Ocean. I have just downloaded their new song for
nice. Yeah, I need to check. I was following Miso because I liked some of their stuff. They probably came out with new stuff, but I haven't kept up with it. Or it's probably pronounced Missio. That's Missio. You know. Okay, Twitch. I think I'm gonna end my stream over there. If there's somebody still over there. Yeah, let's wait.
Wheelie Husky says right now Big Ocean has a mini album.
Oh, Big Ocean. I'll have to check him out. You're on my Discord server. Feel free to send me a link. Yeah, there we go. I had a raid over there. It was really nice. Red platform seems to be pretty quiet too. But Wheelie's over there.
Dark Wusky Paw Prince Right Arrow FC says Abwa Abwa.
Hi, Dark Whiskey. Abba Abba back.
Wheelie Husky says yeah, they are Korean, and some of the members either have hearing aids or a cochlear implant.
I'd be back.
Yeah, how you doing?
Dark Wusky Paw Prince Right Arrow FC says I go Eeps, you have a good
Dark
stream.
Whiskey. Well, thanks for dropping in, and you have a good night, and see you probably tomorrow. I'll be on again tomorrow. Maybe I'll have the shock thing all working again.
Ooh, I love you, Daddy.
Dark Whiskey FC sent one heart me.
With festiveness.
Thank you for the heart me. Korean.
I'm in the festive.
You in the what?
Festive. I'm in the spirit.
Oh, you are? Okay. Cool.
Do you not see the
green?
green?
on your air gloves. Yeah, the green stripes. Yep.
Yeah, and I should have a red harness.
Yep, you have a red harness. It's really glowy, so it must have quite a bit of emission on it.
That's intentional.
Nice.
I'm a light bulb. I did that real quick.
Cool.
That's what I had to run and do that.
Doing it time. Now it's like 1:15. Yeah. Yeah, so you start thinking about getting one. How's everybody in the chat doing? Is it getting late for you guys too? Getting late for you.
Wheelie Husky says the cool thing about Big Ocean that they are signed to a record label that focuses on people of all disabilities.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. To see if they're like on Spotify or YouTube Music. Yeah, subscriptions to both of those.
There we go, finally. I like it. If I take out my mirror, it'll crash.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Mirror's not my friend with my newfound emissions.
Oh, interesting. I never heard of the.
Wheelie Husky says, yeah, I discovered them on TikTok, and I found their music through Apple
It
Music.
must be how much the
You have
texture
a channel
memory
on
is.
TikTok? Okay, I'll have to look at
It might
it.
actually.
I see. Why don't you share their profile with me? Or no, you're on YouTube. I don't know if we have a YouTube. I'll. Oh, well, yeah. You just said you found them on TikTok, so you must. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and share their profile with me. Great. Yeah, I've never heard of the emissions causing problems on mirrors. Is it just your personal mirror or any mirror?
No, I think it's. It's only the personal mirror.
Really?
I wanted to throw an orange emission on the body texture. That would have been interesting.
Well, I ended up putting a really slight emission on this avatar to kind of help with streaming. Because some of the worlds are kind of dark. The other thing I was playing with is there's another setting in the shader where you can set like a minimum illumination. So it kind of prevents your avatar from going below a certain darkness level. So those are some of the other settings I've been kind of playing with a little bit, especially since I do a lot of streaming. You know, trying to make my avatar look okay in various lighting conditions. I go the mumbo jumbo stuff again.
If you look very closely when I jump, the lighting.
Oh, there's another interesting little tidbit thing because one of my Avalis, and I can go back and fix it now because now I know better. One of my Avalis that I had this weird. The head was dark and the body was light kind of thing going on, but I found out that you can set where the head gets its lighting from, like you have different textures in that and shaders. Sometimes the body parts are separate, but you can say get the lighting data from the world from the hips, or you pick some part of the body so that everything is being lit basically from the same light probe. Like if the world has light probes in it, usually.
Willie Husky says, okay, the link
nice.
is sent.
Thanks, Willie. I'll definitely check them out. I'm very eclectic. I like lots of different kinds of music.
Brain EP. My brain just broke. I'm sorry.
I shared a video on TikTok. They were talking about this cat who gets broken. Like if you put one finger in front of its face, it'll try to nibble at it. But if you put two fingers, it gets really confused and just kind of freezes because it doesn't know what to do with two fingers. Just put this one pet cat. The owner discovered this feature of this cat. So I think I'm going to take down. Go ahead and take down Trovo because there's almost never anybody over there. Do that one now. take down D Live. And let's see, anything happening on IG at all? No, absolutely nothing. On IG. If we down, looks like, okay. Done that. Good. Don't think can't look at Kick right now. I didn't bring it up. No. The red platform. So just look at some of the people who join, some of their usernames. It's always interesting what names people come up with. All right. Okay. I think we'll call it a night. Says he needs to go to bed. It's maybe a good time. What happened to Sammy? Did they disappear?
Yep. Maybe he glitched out again. I'm not sure.
All right, so I think call it a night. Yeah, didn't see John Clapper on at all this time. But yeah, so we'll just say good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be honest. Good night, everybody.
Right.